For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse. For although they knew God, they neither glorified him as God nor gave thanks to him, but their thinking became futile and their foolish heart were darkened. Greeting, guys. It is me here with a message of the kingdom of heaven. Guys, today I want to speak about the fact that Daddy, guys, he doesn't care what the people of the world think of him. You know, guys, if you think that he doesn't exist, he doesn't care. If you think that the world was created by UFOs, the guy is not even moved by that. Daddy doesn't care. You understand? Whatever you think of him, because guys, you see, your beliefs don't affect what he said. Your beliefs won't change what he said, but your beliefs affect your walk and they affect you. You understand? So what you think, he really doesn't care about, because your thoughts are not important. Guys, I'm gonna be frank here. My thoughts aren't important, because for instance, if I say hell doesn't exist, he will not get rid of hell just because, oh, Nini doesn't think that hell doesn't exist. No, my thoughts, guys, will affect me. It's me who will disobey him and go to that hell. My thought or my beliefs will not change what he has said, will not change what he's created. You understand? So here I just want to speak about that, because guys, you find us thinking that we are so important. Guys, yes, we are important to a certain level, just not too much. Guys, you see, with me, guys, I'm just as frank as possible. You understand? I accept the truth, guys, no matter how hurtful it is. Guys, we are important indeed, but not that important. Hello. You know, so what he thinks, I mean, what we think of him is not really important. He will not change anything. You understand? Right now, guys, if we can make spiritual guns and shoot him from here, he won't even move from his chair, because those guns won't do anything to him. Guys, we need to know our place and we need to know who we are. And once we do that, guys, maybe, guys, we can change and obey him. Maybe we can come to our place, a place of kids, because that's what we really are. We are kids, and we are trying to make ourselves more important than him. That's why we are not giving him the honor that he deserves. Here Paul is saying that the things that he's created, they are so clear, guys. They are so clear. You see, guys, with Daddy, guys, it doesn't waste his time erecting a swimming pool. Daddy, guys, never ask that guy to create a swimming pool. Never ask him for a swimming pool. In fact, he doesn't deal with small things. It's human beings who must deal with small things. It's copycats who must deal with small things. You understand? I can erect a swimming pool and put water and pay for that water. You understand? He dig this huge hole on land, and then he pours rain. He makes sure that it rains to the point that that hole is full. Can you dig that hole? No. Can you find that place? No. Can you make the rain come down? No. Finish. Concluded, guys. Meeting agenda. You understand? So for me, I'm perplexed when I see people, who will tell me about science. Oh, don't tell me about God. Science. What are you talking about? Guys, science should actually be taking you to God. Believe me when I tell you. Yes, their results, their findings will not take you to God, because they are sourced from a wrong source. And guys, I've spoken about this before. I don't know if you've heard that podcast. Sorry, I don't know if you've heard that podcast, guys. I was speaking about the fact that I believe in science, but because I have proof of the spirit realm. You understand? A scientist cannot tell me that human being is not a spirit. Believe me when I tell you, a scientist cannot prove that to me, because I have experience with the spirit realm. You understand? So, and no one can take that away from me. You understand? No amount of proof will take that away from me. In fact, science cannot prove that, because the spirit realm is something that is way too above a scientist. You understand? When they try to prove science stuff, they are actually digging something that is way above their pay grade. You understand? They can never understand that realm. It's not within their range. You understand? It's above their pay grade. You understand? That's why you find them sometimes, not necessarily people with science, but people with I think it's psychologist. Yeah, I think it's psychology, where they will tell you that, oh, it's schizophrenia, it's this, it's that. You find this person here having 100 voices speaking to the person and doing certain things, sometimes violent things, sometimes kills people, sometimes the person is normal, and they tell you that is schizophrenia, and they give you pills. And I'm like, oh, shame. They're actually getting into something that is above their pay grade. Guys, it's okay to say you don't know. I don't know, guys, what happened to the word I don't know. Guys, I often say that there are things that we can never fathom. There are things, guys, that we can never, because we were born in this kingdom and we found ourselves in these kingdoms. So obviously, there are things that we just cannot know. It's a pity that you find people calling themselves philosophers and telling you that you came from monkeys. Who created a monkey? And it's even strange, you coming from a monkey, yet you are wiser than a monkey. And it's like, damn, guys, you know what? Accept, surrender. Guys, there comes a time where you have to surrender. Guys, scientists, they must surrender. They keep going on and on and on because they don't want to surrender. They just don't want to accept that they don't know. Accept that you don't know. It's simple as that. And it's even strange, guys, with science, because with me, science, guys, is not taking me away from God. It actually takes me straight to that guy. They come back, guys, with the fact that the sun is so hot that they can't even go there. They will melt on their way there. And they don't sit down and say, damn, the creator is good. The creator is good. He made this huge light. We human beings, guys, can only create bulbs. How embarrassing is that? Guys, Jesus is making a public spectacle of what we are doing here. Hello, Jesus, guys, makes a greater light, and we can only make bulbs. Oh, guys, it's not even funny. The guy makes the sea. We can erect swimming pool. Guys, I'm not an architect, but believe me when I tell you, I can dig a hole and I can put cement there and make sure that there's no mud, and put water or paint it, and then make sure that there's no mud and put water and swim. Guys, that is what I can do. But see, it's God's work. It's amazing that the guy has created such things, and these things are taking you away from him. Science, science, science. Hello, doesn't science reveal his attributes, his qualities? Paul says that people will not have excuse for his eternal power and divine nature. His invisible qualities have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made. Guys, people really are without excuse. Guys, during the day we are facing the sun. But wherever you are in your country, it's night right now. It's because you are facing away from the sun. And science, and science made us know that. Why is science taking people away from God when they should be like, damn, the creator is good? He did that. Who would have thought of that? Guys. Guys, I look at the fact that, before the Renaissance time, We thought that the world was just flat, and we thought, well, in my country we are the only ones here, and during that time, Renaissance time, people decided to go and discover things. It was actually a discovering time, and people discovered stuff, and they found out, wait a minute, there are white people, wait a minute, there are black people, wait a minute, there are yellow people, wait a minute, there are brown people, wait a minute, and they discovered these things, and they decided to say God doesn't exist. I mean, hello, shouldn't you be like, damn, God is good? You put a black person, you put a white person, you put a yellow person, you put a brown person, and you say, damn, what beautiful colors, rainbow nation. And because of that, you say God doesn't exist. And I'm like, people are foolish. Guys, when you are foolish, you are foolish. There's nothing anyone can do about it. That's why Paul says people have no excuse. That guy has, guys, Jesus comes in Israel, and they say, the Israelites, they come to him and say, teacher, show us a miraculous sign. And Jesus says, I'm not going to give you. Why? Guys, that guy has walked on water. That guy has multiplied bread. That guy has healed the sick. That guy has made the blind see. That guy has made the mute speak. That guy has raised the dead from the dead. And they say, we're not going to believe until you perform a miraculous sign. These were miracles. And yet these stupid, they are not even believing it. I mean, hello, guys, human beings are so stupid, it's not even fun. I always say this. Guys, why is science taking me to daddy, not away from him? And you are taking away from him. Guys. It's embarrassing, guys. It's embarrassing. Shouldn't the moon be taking you to God? And you're like, who would have thought of that? I mean, guys, there are planets where we get gas from, and we need this gas, and we look at the sun, it gives us energy, a greater energy. You can only make a battery. I mean, guys, human beings can copy from that man. We are copycats. We need to accept that. Guys, there come times where you accept where you are or who you are. Surrender. Scientists, you better surrender. It's time to surrender now. Believe me. You go and you study whatever is in the sea, and you come back and you're telling me that a shark does this, a shark moves like this, a shark eats at this time, a shark, shouldn't you be like, wow, creator is good because he's done this? Can you create a shark? Guys, let me tell you something about scientists. Scientists can only come up with zombies. When a scientist try to make a human being, they came back with Frankenstein. Believe you me, they came back with Frankenstein. They couldn't come back with human beings. Guys, they are still trying because they don't want to accept who they are. Guys, you are so below, it's not even funny. Human beings, guys, are so below, it's not even funny. You need to accept that. I have accepted it. That man can create human beings. You can come back with Frankenstein. That's what you can come back with, a zombie. That's it. Guys, let me stop here. I'll continue on the next. Thank you.